Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
Hey there, I'm Mike the Financial Advisor. When you strip it down to its core and you take away all the industry jargon, I help people solve financial concerns. So if you're concerned that you'll never save enough to retire comfortably, or that your kid is going to graduate post-secondary $40,000 in debt, or maybe even that life is going to take a really unfortunate sideways turn and somebody is going to have to open a GoFundMe page for you and your family, I can help you prevent all of those things from happening. If you want to see how, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just do a search for Mike the Financial Advisor. You should find me.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you. So bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today.
And we welcome you inside the Powassan Sportsplex for game number 4 of the East Division Finals between the Timmins Rock and the hometown Powassan Voodoos. I'm Courtney Kenny, pleased to be joined by Bradley Brooks for what promises to be an exciting game as the series currently, the best of 7 series currently sits at 2-1 in favor of the Voodoos, although Timmins won game 3 here last night by a score of 4-1. 2 of those goals, we do have to put an asterisk on, did come with an empty net. So when you get down to brass tacks, we'll say it's a 2-1 game, but officially 4-1. Anyways, welcome to the broadcast, Brad. It's been a little while since we've been together, just because the last game we did was game 3 against Hearst, and what a game that was. And then we had to wait a while for the Voodoos to go on the road, play Timmins, all that fun stuff. But here we are once again, now back together for game 4 of this series.
Right, this one should be another barn burner as well. Happy to be here, Courtney, and we've got a series now after last night. Battle of the heavyweights of the East. Both these teams coming in having suffered only 2 losses each in the playoffs so far. The Voodoos come in with 6 wins in 8 playoff games with a perfect 5-0 record in overtime, including the first 2 of this series up in Timmins, while the Rock are 5-2 in the playoffs thus far, snagging an important Game 3 win here last night. We'll talk more later about some of the important players for both teams so far, but I think one of the keys to this game and the series as a whole will be special teams play, especially the penalty kill. Timmins has given up just 2 power play goals in the playoffs on 19 times short, clipping along at an almost 90% kill rate, whereas Powassan is at just 77%, having given up 5 power play goals in 22 times shorthanded. So, Courtney, Powassan's got to stay out of the box or at least find a way to effectively shut down the Rock power play.
That's exactly it. And you know what? Yesterday, their penalty kill looked pretty darn good. I would say, even without Captain Alex Siddaloo serving game 2 of 2 from a 2-game suspension that was suffered or issued after game 2 but took place in game 1. So a bit of a weird timeline there. But yes, no, the Voodoos penalty kill did look sharp yesterday. Power play could use some work, but that kind of seems to be the MO of the Powassan Voodoos this year.
Yep.
The power play hasn't always been there. But with that being said, Brad, you touched on talking about some important players. Why don't we touch on our players to watch?
Players to Watch is brought to you by Mike the Financial Advisor. If you have financial questions, he has financial answers. On Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Mike the FA.
All right, Brad, we touched on this briefly, you and I, off air before we went. Tell me a little bit about our Timmins Rock player to watch.
Timmins Rock player to watch, we're going to go with Mason Svarich. Here's a guy who had 40 goals in the season, during the regular season this year, and 75 points in just 44 games, including 2 goals and 7 points in 4 games against the Voodoos in the regular season. And he's also keeping it going in the playoffs with 5 goals, 3 assists, 8 points so far, with 2 of those goals actually coming against these Voodoos already, Courtney.
Yeah, he's been very impressive indeed. He looked great yesterday. Didn't get on the score sheet goal-wise, but he did look dangerous every time he touched the puck. On the other side of things for the Voodoos, we have Justin Rousseau, the rookie, the reigning, well, I guess not reigning anymore, but the former Great North U18 League MVP from last season. Has been impressive here as a defensive specialist on the forward core. but in the playoffs, he's gone off offensively. In 8 games, he has 2 goals, 4 assists for 6 points. 2 goals, his first goal coming in game 1 against Hearst. His second game coming as the overtime winner in game number 2 in Timmins. And he has looked absolutely fantastic. And he's a big reason why Powassan's penalty kill has not missed a step with Alex Little out of the games. Brad.
Yeah, the Russo effect in full effect here in the playoffs so far for the Voodoos. You're right, 6 points in 8 playoff games after just having 15 points in 41 regular season games this year so far.
We'll touch on your starters here coming up, but we'll give you a little bit of a hint. It's same guys we saw last night. Daniel DeRoccolo in net for the Voodoos and Patrick Boivin in net for Timmins. Daniel DeRoccolo picking up some league hardware as well, which we'll touch on shortly, picking up one of the 3 stars, and he's been absolutely fantastic here in the playoffs. Patrick Boivin, always a thorn in the side of the Powassan Voodoos as well, absolutely stealing games here at the Sportsplex all season long whenever we've seen him in action. But we're just getting ready right now for a nice little announcement pregame. And actually, no, we'll hear our national anthems right now.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly screaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sailors, that star-spangled banner yet wave, o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all our sons command, Captain Blas et porter l'épée, il sait porter la croix, ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard.
All right, and now that the anthems are over, we're all set for puck drop here at the Sportsplex. I gave a bit of a warning before the game last night, and I'll give you one today. If I'm coughing a lot, I apologize. I'm trying to get over a little bit of a bug that I got 2 weeks ago now at this point. My voice was absolutely shredded on Saturday. So the fact that I'm back to kind of normal is thanks to a lot of tea. I'm a big fan of tea, so that kind of worked out.
Well, you're a trooper. You don't have to be here, and you're here, so you're gutting it out, and we appreciate it.
I would not miss these games for the world. I'd be here one way or another.
Heck no.
Playoff hockey, 'tis the season. It's the most wonderful time of the year, and absolutely love being in here. In net for the Timmins Rock, Patrick Boivin. In 4 games, he's 3-0-1 with a 161 goals against average and a fantastic 947 save percentage in the playoffs. In net for the Voodoos, Daniel DeRoccolo, who's 6-2 with a 283 goals against average and a 922 save percentage. And we are officially underway for Game 4. Starting off, Timmins has possession in the Voodoo zone, and Timmins in their white road jerseys are going left to right, and the Voodoos in their home greens are going right to left. Caden Dubroy with a shot. It's his dad's, Dan Dubroy's, birthday today. Happy birthday, Dan. He is in attendance. Maybe it's time for Caden to get a goal here for Dad for his birthday.
Be a nice little birthday gift. I'm sure he'd appreciate that.
As Timmins tries to get it through the neutral zone, Case picks it up on a good read by McLean. And DuBrois gets it into the offensive zone, but not very far. Is now Brant Romanuk coming down with some speed. Romanuk stops up, takes a shot, it trickles in! Daniel DiRoccolo had it, and it just got under his pad, and Brant Romanuk, with his 5th of the playoffs, puts Timmins up 1-0. Less than, or 43 seconds into the first.
Wow. That's a bit of a shocking start. First shot on goal here in the first minute of the game. Romanuk comes in down the right wing side and just a little toe drag, pulls it and shoots it through the defender's legs. And I don't know if DiRoccolo just didn't see it the whole way, but it seemed like he got a piece and it just kind of trickled through his legs. So not the start Powassan wanted. Not the start indeed. Ricci off the draw over to Lemke. Lemke playing defense here past couple of games. As Reese Smetham's in for the puck along with Dylan McElhaney. Puck down past Lemke. The forward turn defenseman has done a great job playing on the back end so far. He's done it a few times this year. Nyman down the ice was looking for MacArthur, missed him, but Lemke picks it up. Goes cross ice to Ricci. Ricci back for Lemke. Lemke with some speed takes a sharp angle shot, and Boivin's first shot is turned aside. Kept back in by the Voodoos. Another shot on net. It is turned away by Timmins. MacArthur sends the puck in. Rotundo gets to it. Now near side for Jackson Smith. Smith back for Rotundo. Rotundo set up the lone goal for Powassan last night. Now Raith Smith, I should say, with a good chance there, but it's turned aside. Now Lowe with the puck. Through the neutral zone. Lowe walks in. Gets it far side. Turned towards the net by Reinhard. Reinhard couldn't get a shot away though. He turns it back for Lowe. Lowe was checked by Jackson Smith, but it comes to Beard on the far side, who just sends it right back around to the near side for Lowe. Lowe back for Reinhard, takes a hit. Thompson chasing after it. Beard gets to it first. Beard walks out, takes another shot. That one's just wide of the net. Lowe back to the point for Poole. Poole throws it cross ice, and it's back to McMillan. McMillan looking down the ice for Smith, and the puck's out of his reach as Boivin plays it behind his net. This is an issue Powassan found themselves in last night. Once Timmins scored the go-ahead goal, they couldn't get anything going in the offensive zone. Well, you never want to play from behind, and when you're playing from behind from the opening minute on, yeah, I mean, that's your work's cut out for you right away, and that's not good.
Good stick by Dawson on Sefton. He throws a bit of a stick check on that one. Now it's Russo out for Turner. Turner scored the lone goal last night, and Boivin makes the save there.
Our player to watch, Russo, with a great play behind the net to fish the loose puck out. Finds Turner out in the slot for a great opportunity, and Turner just can't beat Boivin. Actually, it kind of handcuffed Boivin a little bit. Made a bit of an awkward save, but he did make the save, so we'll get a face-off here to Boivin's left, actually.
Patrick Boivin, again, he's been absolutely fantastic
He
here
has.
against the Voodoos all season long. Shields in for the draw.
Like I was telling you earlier before we got on air here, his game at the end of the regular season against the Voodoos, where I think the Voodoos put up something like 50-some-odd shots and only scored one goal. It's one of the best games I've ever seen a goaltender play.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable. Matt and I were just in awe that night.
Well, it's kind of hard, not to be in that one. A bit of an interesting stat, because playoff time is a time for interesting stats.
Always.
Timmins has scored first. That doesn't mean that they're going to win the game. Every team that has scored first this series has lost.
Well, I like that stat.
Timmins scored first in games 1 and 2 and lost in overtime. Powassan scored first last night, and of course lost that one 4-1.
Well, let's hope that trend continues, Courtney. I'm a fan of that one. If we're cherry picking stats, yeah.
We'll have to see. I mean, that could always change, of course. But
of course.
If you're a Voodoo fan, like admittedly we are, you hope that changes. Svarch sends it on net, and that one's turned aside by DiRoccolo. Now Albert with a chance, and is sent in. DiRoccolo out of his net, but it comes out front to McElhaney. McElhaney sends the puck down the ice, and he's going to chase after it. Now he's battling for it with Longhurst McIntyre, and Albert comes away with a loose puck. Up for Romanuk. Romanuk, the goal scorer, tried to go across ice, and a good stick there by the Voodoos negates that pass attempt. Now Shields. Back to McElhaney. Sent in. Boivin out to play the puck, and leaves it behind his net for his captain, Felix Cadio Frederet. Now down the ice is Nyman. Nyman goes cross ice. Rolls it on Durocolo. Chance behind him as he didn't have it covered. Oh, shaky moments here for Daniel Durocolo to start the game.
Just a bit of a lob in on net. I don't know how that got through him, but
Shields now with the puck. He's been on most of the playoffs. He's looking shaky here. Now another chance turned aside by Boivin. Shields, sharp angle, was looking for Rive. He almost got a piece of that.
what a pass. Too hard of a pass, though.
Now in the corner. MacArthur with it. Sends it down the ice, and that's going to be Ring that gets it in. Sent back in for Ricci. Ricci with the puck. Goes for a skate. Gets the puck down the ice. He was looking for McMillan, and that misses number 10 in green, and that'll go for icing. I said this to Ben Long last night in the game. I'm not usually a fan of white jerseys. I love these Timmins Rock jerseys.
They are quite nice, yeah. And despite the early goal and then that shaky play just a few moments ago on Durocolo, he actually comes in on a bit of a heater, Courtney. He was named one of the NOJHL 3 Stars of the Week this past week. Check these numbers. In nearly 200 minutes of game action, he had well over 100 saves, played to the tune of 1.84 goals against, and a very stingy 9.49 save percentage.
He has been absolutely fantastic thus far in the playoffs for Powassan.
Leads the league with 6 playoff wins so far as well.
Lowe walks in, turns around, takes another chance from the point. Rebound chance, it's in! No, Durocolo with the save. How did Timmins not pot that one? Daniel Durocolo with his best save so far.
That's the Durocolo we know and love, Courtney. What a save there, getting across the push-off with his right leg to make that left pad save and cover up. He comes in owning a .922 save percentage, so he's really stepped up his game when the lights are at their brightest here in the playoffs. However, on the other side, arguably hotter, and you touched on it, although he did face a much softer matchup in the first round. Patrick Boivin, sparkling 1.61 goals against, and robust .947 save percentage, leading the league in both of those categories so far. So, although he has played half as many games as Durocolo, so a bit of a smaller sample size, so take that with a bit of grain of salt. But not to take anything away from Boivin, he's been a fantastic goalie. But
absolutely fantastic.
Timmins has been kind of using their 2 goalies equally. So
to this point, yes.
And Powassan has put their trust solely in D-Rock.
Injuries, of course, as Patrick Charette is dealing with an injury. He was brought in at the trade deadline from the Rockland Nationals of the CCHL.
Right.
And he was quite the pickup for Powassan. Beard tries to get around his man, Jackson Smith. Smith knocks him down to the ground, though. And now Smith from his own zone. Tries to send it down the ice, although it's picked right off by Timmins. Now we get a little bit of rough stuff in front of the Timmins benches. Russo lost a stick.
Beard didn't like the hit that was laid on him in the offensive zone, so he threw it back as he was going off the ice. We might be in for a fun one here, Courtney.
Well, it got a little chippy last night, and it got a little bit chippy quick, too.
What? These two teams love each other, don't
Absolutely. Caden Dubroy with he's got speed to burn, sends the puck in and hit it off the linesman and just sat right there, so Timmins able to get it back out and down the ice. Now Mike McLean with the puck back to the neutral zone, but no further. As he battles for it. It's in his feet, but it comes back for Tucker Shields in the defensive zone. Now Shields shielding the puck. Sends it down. Shields walks in, stops up out front. No! Chance there as Rive just put that one wide.
Rive couldn't get enough stick on it. He did get the backhand, but couldn't lift it and just directed it on net. Not hard enough.
The pass crossed the ice. McLean. It was tipped out of play, though. So we'll get another stoppage here, and it's into Timmins territory as finally Russo's stick is able to be picked up and sent back to the bench for number 8.
Great scoring chance. What a solo effort there from Shields. And with the Game 3 win last night, Timmins avoided a sweep. There's been a few sweeps between these two teams in recent history. Last year, the Timmins Rock swept the Voodoos out of the playoffs 4-0. So Powassan was looking to do that right back to Timmins this year and obviously failed to do so.
No, they made a good chance of it, though, going up 2-0 coming out of Timmins. Shocking the Rock faithful, I'm sure, a little bit. Clark, with some speed, gets it through the neutral zone and down into Voodoo's territory. Now Clark walks in, keeps it in tight now for Sfarage with a shot. Durocolo with the save. Almost 7 minutes gone here. 13:04, Timmins up 1-0. And yesterday, they scored a quick goal here tonight, obviously. Yesterday, they scored a first-minute goal in the second period, too. So Timmins fast starters.
Timmins fast starters, that's just a note that Powassan's got to take and be aware of that fact and come out equally well defensively.
Yeah. You got it right from the opening puck drop.
That's
You're
right.
ready to go. Chase Thompson won it to Case. Now it's up for Smith. Leaves it for Thompson. Thompson gets it into the offensive zone. Looks out front as he threw it towards the net. And that one went behind the net and out. Now puck down into the neutral zone. Picked up by McLean. McLean tried to get it to Thompson. That's going to go down the ice for icing. As they say, Thompson did not get a piece of it. And we'll get a stoppage here, an offensive zone draw for Timmins.
Another sweep between these two teams. Back in 2017, the Voodoos en route to their first ever NOJHL title. Courtney, back in 2017, they swept the Timmins Rock in the second round in their second playoff series. They beat, I believe it was Kirkland Lake, 4 games to nothing. Timmins 4 games to nothing, and then the Blind River Beavers 4 games to nothing in the final to win the title that year. And then the next year, arguably an even better regular season for Powassan, right, with that 94-point season. They actually got upset in 6 games by Timmins, who only had 44 points in the season that year. So
Yeah, that was the first time I had ever covered the Voodoos. I was running PA in game 1 of that series.
it's an extremely
And
disappointing year.
It was. My first ever Voodoos game was game 1 against the Voodoos the year before, or against the Rock the year before. And Timmins absolutely wiped the floor with Powassan absolutely wiped the floor with Timmins.
Yeah.
And the next time I came to a game was the next playoffs. I was doing public address, and they neglected to tell me until 5 minutes before warm-up that, you got to run the music too. So warm-up had no music. It's now given away. Wells walks in, but he couldn't quite get a shot away.
It's always nice when you don't get the memo until 5 minutes before air.
Yeah, I told Chris Dawson at the time, I said, I'm never doing another game on public address. And then that summer he says, hey, you want to be our full-time public address guy? I said, yeah, okay.
Why not? Why not?
And now here I am doing the broadcast. Times have changed. Rotundo.
For the better, though.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You're not a slouch yourself, so
Hey, you know what? I'm learning. I'm figuring it out. It's fun.
it is. Especially when you get some good hockey like this.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Russo battling for it behind the net. Ring comes away with it, sends it back to the point. Timmins with a good chance as they throw it out of play. And then the one thing that's not mentioned in there, and I touched on it a bit last night too, is the 2019-20 season that the playoffs got canceled because of, some pandemic had to happen apparently. That was the series that everyone had circled, as they were the top 2 teams in the league, Timmins and Powassan.
Yeah.
Everyone had a feeling they were going to meet in the East Division Finals. And I would bet my bottom dollar whoever won that series is going to take home the NOJHL title and could challenge for the Dudley Hewitt at the time.
It's too bad they canceled it instead of just trying to make it up later or something, right?
Rive with the puck into the offensive zone looking for Shields, and he couldn't get a shot away as the puck goes wide. Still remember a lot of names from that Timmins Rock team. Tyler Masternak, absolutely fantastic in that. He would have had all the goalie of the year awards if it wasn't for Owen Say and Powassan. Tucker Shields takes another shot.
He had an okay year, I think. Eh?
Yeah, he did okay. I was only losing like twice.
Is that all?
Thrown back in on the net. They score! No! It's waved off! Oh my goodness!
I guess that hit crossbar. That looked in to me.
Yeah, Boivin.
Wow.
Boivin pet his post when he got away.
Will Rive.
I thought that went in.
Wow. What a shot by Rive. I guess that hit crossbar and came out. Powassan left guessing.
Now Kelly coming the other way, takes a shot, rebound chance. Kicked away as they couldn't quite get it to go. Armitage takes a shot. Oh, Will Rive is going to be, he is upset. And look, McLean breaking his stick as he went off the ice. Oh, Will Rive had that one. That one went top shelf for sure.
Be dreaming about that one tonight if Powassan can't come back and win this game.
Yeah, another chance. Goes wide of the net of the Powassan net. Now Patrick was looking for Smetham, sends it down the ice. And that'll go for icing against Powassan. Oh my goodness.
Rive might be having nightmares about that regardless of whether the Voodoos win this game or not. But I'm not too sure what McLean's upset about it. Did you see what happened?
I missed it. I just saw him lose it with his stick. And now he's sitting over by himself by the stick rack.
Yeah, trying to collect his thoughts there. Maybe he's hurt. Someone's over there checking him out.
Yeah. Josh Hardiman, the assistant coach. Back to the point now. Timmins, puck in front of Duracolo. It's stuck in the legs. Timmins couldn't get it on net though. Sefton, near side for Lowe. McElhinney now gets it off the glass and down the ice. That's probably going to roll down for icing No, they say no icing, as Sefton could have got to it. Sefton down the ice now gets it to Beard, and it's in. Reinhard tried to get a shot away, but Duracolo out to poke check it. Now McElhaney, or rather Wraith Smith, goes the other way. Up for McMillan. McMillan trying to feather his way in. It's off a skate and down back the other way. Now Thompson gets to it. Tried to give it to Smith, but he couldn't quite stop up. Low hit by Jackson Smith. And now Chase Thompson going for a bit of a skate. He has the stick knocked off his stick. And that was low. Wraith Smith to McMillan. McMillan to the near side for Thompson. Thompson back to the point for Case. Case with a shot is kicked aside by Boivin. And that should bring us to our mid-period break, and indeed it does. 11 minutes in, 9 minutes left in this first period. Timmins up 1-0, although I'm sure Powassan fans would argue 1-1 after the Will Rive chance. And we'll be back with more Powassan Voodoos hockey on the front line after this.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Average Joe's Eatery. Average Joe's, where we want your experience here to be a happy one. 3501 Trout Lake Road.
Back to that 2019-20 season, I talk about, Tyler Masternak having a great year. Derek Sagan, the captain for Timmins, the Timmins-born captain. Tyler Gilberts as well. A few great players on that Timmins roster. Tyler Masternak and Gilberts, both former Voodoos as well. So now we, on the Voodoos side of things, we got guys like Parker Bowman, Craig Trudeau-Paquette, we mentioned Owen Say, Tomas Yachmanev, Ryan Mills. I could go on and on about that Timmins team because we got a couple of podcasts based on that Powassan team, basically,
right. Yeah.
Where we call it the championship season that never was, because they should have, again, it would have come down to Powassan and Timmins in the East Division Finals, and some silly flew in and ruined everyone's next 2 years.
I sometimes still feel kind of like we've just lost about 2 or 3 years in there. Oftentimes I'll think about stuff that happened and it's like, oh, that was just 2 years ago, and really it was a good 5 years ago.
Yeah. MacArthur throws that on net. A couple of bodies now into the corner as that one missed the net. Now Lemke up the ice, and that's Russo who goes cross ice for Dawson. Dawson looking back for Russo, but Russo has to take it into the corner. Back to the point. Ricci sends it in. That one hit a body and stopped up as now they were looking to get it to Zach Turner on the near side. Turner has the last Voodoos goal in this series, and that came in the first period yesterday of Game 3. Although, again, Will Rive going to be having nightmares about his phantom goal. Now Case, near side, takes a shot off the post. McLean now back down the ice for Timmins. Wells sends it in. Ring on the far side. Lost it. Now DuBrois knocks it down the ice. And in a foot race now with Mike McLean out there. Mike McLean back in with that new twig. As the puck just barely comes out by Timmins as Tucker Shields has lined his man up. Now Clark comes in, takes a shot. That one's off a stick and well out of play.
Good defensive stick by Alex Case there to knock that puck up and over. Of course, the Voodoos still without their captain, Alex Little. Without him for tonight. I guess he'll be back Game 5, right?
Yeah, he'll be back for Game 5.
He's serving
2 of 2.
Yeah, so serving a 2-game suspension after that hit on Harry Clark in Game 1. So Alex Case, the incumbent, I guess, top defender for the Voodoos at the moment.
He's the guy who's going to shoulder most of the offensive load for sure. Although Cameron Lemke can definitely play that role too, as he is a forward by trade.
Naturally a forward, that's right.
Speaking of, there he is right there, feeding it back to Tucker Shields. Now it's to Ricci. Ricci gets it all the way to Rive.
Let's keep our eye on Will Rive this game because he's going to be hungry after that one.
Well, and he had a couple of good chances too before that with Tucker Shields.
He has, yeah.
Those two, I think they like playing with each other, that's for sure. 7:27 left.
Another stoppage here. The Voodoos seem to be having a little bit of trouble breaking out consistently here and in numbers. Those passes through the neutral zone just aren't quite connecting yet. That's a couple icings we've seen now, Courtney.
Yeah, that goes back to how it was in the back half of the third period yesterday too.
Just got to settle down a little bit.
Yeah, they had some issues after Timmins went up 2-1. Couldn't quite get the puck out of their zone, which of course led to 2 empty net goals.
Credit to Timmins, they're making it tough on the Voodoos to even exit their own zone. So yeah.
Cameron Lemke behind the net to Caden Dubroy. Dubroy now knocks it down the ice. Will Rive, though, a little bit too slow to get there as Harry Clark gets to it. Now Clark battling with Rive. Sefton down the ice. And that comes in for Timmins. Sharp-angle chance as they try to send it back out for Romanuk, but the pass did not complete. And now McLean behind his net, stopping things down. Clark slowly comes out from behind his net, and McLean leaves it for Ricci. Ricci down the ice for Patrick. Patrick gains the red line, sends it in. Albert gets to it, sends it right back out. Patrick to it, batted out of the air by Romanuk. Romanuk, what a find for Timmins as well. Former U16 AAA Trapper. Former teammates with Mason Rotundo, who's on the Voodoos. Now McLean sends the puck in from the red line, and it's played out to Boivin, who just sends it behind the net for Longhurst McIntyre. Slowing things down now, the Timmins defender comes out from behind his net. And his far side for Lowe. Lowe through the neutral zone. Walks in, takes his chance, just went wide of the net. Thompson tried to get it out. Nyman keeps it in. Nyman had his pocket picked by Wraith Smith. And now Case has the puck through the neutral zone to Thompson. Thompson with speed, takes the shot, Boivin with the save. Now Thompson sends it back for Case. Case looking out front for Smith. Smith had the perfect opportunity for a one-timer, but got the puck in his legs. And now it's back into Voodoo's territory. Reinard with it. Goes back to the point. Another chance stopped by Dracula. Sorry, Brad.
No problem. I think Kelly lifted Wraith Smith's stick at the last second, preventing him from getting anything on that shot, unfortunately.
Yeah, Jack Kelly, he was very strong defensively. Last year's another chance out front for Timmins as Dracula stands his ground, and now the puck down through the neutral zone again for Timmins. But yeah, Jack Kelly, the former Voodoo, very strong defensively last year in Powassan. Very strong offensively as well. Had a great offensive year for Powassan. Kind of strange seeing him wear number 9 compared to number 14 last year. Nyman was cross ice. That one's batted down by Jackson Smith. Now Russo to Ricci. Ricci down the ice found Turner, but it was in a skate. And now the puck into the corner for Nyman. Nyman, it's back to Ricci at the point, sends it towards the net. Russo with a chance. Russo goes cross ice. Tried to feed it to Turner, although Justin Russo had the perfect shooting lane. Now Anderson with a chance, goes wide of the net. Dawson gets the puck in his own zone. Sends it back for Smith. Back to Ricci behind the net. Ricci tried to pass it, was hit ring skate. Now Russo with it. Justin Russo looking down the ice, was trying to get it to Turner, but Ring picks it up. Armitage got it out for Ring, and now the puck out front as they tried a wraparound attempt, but a stop by Dracula. Now puck near far side of the net, and battling for possession again as Ricci tried to get it from Armitage. Send on net again, stopped by Dracula. Russo. Timmins now leads in shots 11-8. Just under 4 minutes to go. Ring walking in, takes another chance on Dracula. Dracula with the save, and Ricci just sends the puck down the ice looking for an icing call for the Voodoos to be able to settle down here.
Well, hindsight being 2020, obviously, you would have liked Russo to take the shot on that last chance the Voodoos had there down in the rock zone, but he had options. He had the shot, the shooting lane. He also had a nice passing lane. He elected pass, and it was just broken up by the rock before Turner could get a good stick on it. But yeah, I guess looking back on it, you kind of hoped he would just shoot that thing.
Well, at this point with a hot goalie like Boivin, you got to put anything on net.
Yeah.
Anything and everything.
But also, I understand the pass because you got to get him moving, right? If you're shooting, if you let him set up, his positioning has been top notch. So,
Cadio Frederick down into his own zone with the puck off the draw. Now it's down the ice for Ring. Ring is looking for MacArthur, but it gets to Ricci, and Ricci chips it down the ice. Cadio Frederick takes the puck. Now MacArthur through the neutral zone. Battling with it is McLean. McLean had the puck knocked off his stick. And that's a delayed penalty against Timmins. So maybe Powassan will get a chance here offensively.
We'll see our first power play. Yeah. It's going to be a hooking call against,
I believe it's MacArthur.
MacArthur for hooking. So Powassan with 3:21 left in the first period are going to go to the Going to go to their first power play, and speaking of the first period in the intermission, we've been told Mr. Jim Hilton, the ice maintenance man who's been doing it for a lot of years here, is retiring as of tonight. So he'll be driving the Zamboni for the last time between periods 1 and 2 here tonight. So I want to wish him well in his retirement, and congratulations.
Yes, and it'll be his last flood.
That's right.
As they say.
Is that how they refer to it? Is that a thing?
That's what I was told.
His last flood. I like that.
Puck on the far side. McElhaney comes away with it. Now he sends it near side to Patrick. Patrick back to the point for Lemke. Lemke back in for McElhaney. To Lemke. Lemke tried to gain some space. His pass hit a skate. Now Shields tried to take a shot. It's off of Clark's foot and out of play.
Timmins doing a really good job so far of blocking those shooting lanes, and anything from distance like that Tucker Shields shot from the point just now isn't finding its way anywhere near Boivin, because the Timmins defenders are just blocking those lanes, deflecting everything away from their goaltender. This is great defensive effort so far in this first period.
Russo, normally not out on the power play, but you got to award somebody who's being hot in the playoffs. Now Shields, it's up on top of Boivin, and he's swimming in his crease as the Voodoos can't bury that one, as Shields took a shot and it was deflected right into Boivin's mask.
By his own defender, Beard, I believe.
Now McElhaney with the puck. Sends it back to the point for Lemke, and it's past the defender's stick and out of the zone. So the Voodoos will have to regroup in their own zone now as Lemke has the puck. Lemke down the ice as he has the puck knocked away from him. Now Clark picks it up, but a good stick there by Patrick gets it away from him. Patrick gets it in deep, looking for Lemke in the corner. Now Clark's going to get to it and send it down the ice. Dracula out to play the puck. Reinhardt on him as Dracula plays it behind his net to McMillan. Less than a minute left on the power play. Carson Ricci with the puck through the neutral zone now. Does a drop pass to Ray Smith. Smith just dumps it in, and the Voodoos will have to chase after it, but it rolls in on Boivin. If you're just joining us for one of your first broadcasts here out of Powassan, if you're a fan of the Timmins Rock or something, I'd love to be able to tell you how much time is left on the penalty here, but we have a stanchion in the way from the away penalty. So all I can tell you is if there's more than a minute on the penalty or less than a minute on the penalty.
That's right.
If the Voodoos have a penalty, I can tell you the time exactly. But here in Powassan, I can't tell you how much time the Rock have left to kill.
The supports around the door where the Zamboni comes in and out just blocks our view of the penalty clock.
Nearly gave the puck away. Minute 32 left here. Less than a minute left on the power play, as mentioned. Now Ray Smith going for a skate. Smith got it near side to Thompson. And that'll bring us to the end of this power play. Powassan 0 for 1. And now Case with the puck. Case falling down, tried to will the puck to his man. And now it comes out for Case. But he wasn't able to get a chance off, as that was actually McMillan. Now Beard through the neutral zone. Takes a shot. Dracula up high with the save with a minute 3 left on the clock. Still 1-0 Timmins after an early goal.
And probably could have played that puck, but decides to make the smarter decision and calmly covers that up for a face-off. And back to 5-on-5 here in the last minute of the period. What does Powassan have to do, Courtney, to beat Boivin?
Well, they need a more offensive zone time, that's for sure. And that's saying something for a team that has 10 shots. But it hasn't felt like they've had a lot of offensive zone time.
They really haven't. There's been no sustained zone time, right? And
it's a lot of one and dones.
Yeah, no rebounds, no multiple shots per possession.
And we've seen this from Powassan since basically the first period yesterday. Just kind of not quite getting what they need in the offensive zone. And now they've gone 3 periods without scoring a goal by the end of this period.
You can't win both in Timmins and then come home and drop both at home. You can't. You've got to have this one.
It's definitely a big deal here. You don't want to go back with the series tied, that's for sure.
No.
But if you're Timmins, you're going to be more than happy to go home with the series tied.
Make it a best of 3 with 2 of the 3 games in Timmins. You don't want that if you're a Voodoos fan. Yeah.
Puck into the Voodoos territory with Wells. Wells takes a shot. Blocked by Lemke. Now sent out front by Wells. And Rive gets to it and sends it down. 15 seconds left here in this first period. Romanuk, good pass there to his man Ring. Now Ring in the corner. Back to Romanuk. 4 seconds left. And that should end it here in this first period. Smetham got the puck up and down the ice. And that will do it here for the first period. Timmins leads 1-0 after 20 minutes. Brad, before we take our break, your final thoughts here on this first period for Powassan.
Yeah, not quite the effort I expected to see out of the Powassan offense, but still got 40 minutes to go here, Courtney. So tons of time for the big names to start showing up. And if we're keeping our eye on the other game going on in the NOJHL playoffs, the Bland River Beavers taking on the Sudbury Cubs right now. It is game 3. Series is tied 1-1, and Greater Sudbury is up 3-0 in the first period at home against Bland River right now, with the first period just winding down in the last minute there.
What a start for Sudbury there. Looking to finally get over the hump, the Cubs.
Yeah, those fans will be happy.
Yeah, for sure. And anyways, with that being said, we'll go to our first intermission break here. We'll see the final flood. Maybe we'll see it. You'll see it on the camera here, maybe a little bit, but highly doubt it. However, with that being said, I'm Courtney Hees, Brad Brooks, and we'll be back with more on the other side of this intermission.
Meals are a special time for families to gather, share their day, and spend quality time together. Those dinners are made extra special when you add tropical produce found in the markets and grocery stores that carry La Huerta imports. La Huerta knows the importance of family, so they know which quality products make the best quality meals for your customers, whether it be Mexican Hass avocados, Brazilian figs, Ecuadorian red dragon fruit, or something just as exotic and special. To get your supply of the best tropical produce at competitive prices with brands buyers trust, contact La Huerta Imports at 705-752-1478.
Barry!
Huh?
I told you not to be scaring the customers.
Hey, Barry, come on in for a bite. And bring Brianna with you.
For only 2 minutes up the hill, where you're only a stranger once.
Ready to embark on an electrifying adventure? Look no further than the Mitsubishi Outlander, available in gas or PHEV, the SUV that redefines excellence. Recently awarded the best midsize utility vehicle in Canada for 2023 by AJAC. This bold and sophisticated SUV delivers advanced performance, safety, and tech, plus peace of mind, with its standard super all-wheel control and the best warranty in the business. With red-hot deals and plenty in stock, your award-winning drive starts with the Mitsubishi Outlander.
Why is Northern Honda servicing more cars of all makes and models? Let's count the ways. 1. Our state-of-the-art facility has award-winning technicians. 2. Northern Honda has the lowest tire price guarantee, no matter what you drive. 3. The lowest synthetic oil change guarantee, and every 5th oil change is free for all makes and models. Plus, new Honda buyers get brake pads for life. See the service difference at Northern Honda, 1250 Seymour beside Home Depot.
Community engagement is one of our core focuses at McDonald's. The key is finding the right people who are passionate about the same things we are, helping kids be kids. McDonald's proudly supports local organizations such as the North Bay Regional Health Center Foundation, Big Brothers Big Sisters, One Kids Place, the Children's Aid Society, and Ronald McDonald House Charities. Stop by McDonald's on 1500 Fisher Street, North Bay to see how we can serve you and the community every day.
And we welcome you back inside the Powassan Sportsplex for the start of period number 2 between the Powassan Voodoos and the Timmins Rock. Powassan finds themselves down in a hole, 1-0 in this game after an early minute goal by Brant Romanuk on the first shot of the game in the first period, beating Daniel Duracolo just underneath the pad as we're about set as the referees rejoin the game. And then on the other side of things, in the best-of-7 series, the Powassan Voodoos currently lead the Timmins Rock 2-1 in this series after winning both games up in Timmins, although Game 3 went to Timmins here last night, 4-1. Voodoos now have allowed 5 straight goals in this series. Of course, 2 of them were empty net goals in that game yesterday. But if you're Powassan, you're definitely looking for a goal here sooner rather than later. Courtney Kenny, pleased to be joined by Brad Brooks. And Brad, all set for what promises to be an exciting second period.
Yeah, Powassan needs a spark. And who better than the rookie that they've kind of leaned on all year, rookie Ray Smith. Voodoos rookie, battalion prospect. He's averaged 2 points per game in the playoffs. Well, against Hearst anyway in the first series. In 5 games, he had 6 goals and 4 assists for 10 points. That tied him for 4th among the league skaters. Right now, he's 2nd in the league with 7 goals, 7 assists, 14 points. 2nd in the league, only to Jesse Dupuy of the Blind River Beavers. But keep in mind, Blind River played 2 more games in their first-round series. Their series went to 7, so he had a couple more games to put up those points. So, Wraith Smith, the Voodoos, let's lean on him for a spark here.
Yeah, what a opening series there. Espanola, the 4th seed, took Blind River to 7, although they were up 3-1 at one point. So if you're Espanola, that's a bit of a disappointment, I would say, being so close to eliminating Blind River.
Dropping 3 in a row to them, that's tough for sure. You know they didn't sleep that night.
All right, we are underway with the Voodoos with possession in their own zone, and it's the Shields. Voodoos in their home greens are going left to right this period, and the Rock and the Road Whites are going right to left. As Brant Romanuk with a 2-on-1 developing here for Timmins, but it's a good defensive effort by McLean, as now Case has the puck going the other way. Alex Case off the boards as Will Rive tried to throw it to the center of the ice. And now the puck rolls in on the near side. Rive to it on the half wall. Plays it around behind the net. Longhurst McIntyre has it. As he brings the puck out of his zone to Albert. Albert goes cross ice, and that one's batted down by Lemke. As that one's sent down the ice quickly from McElhaney, and they'll say no icing there as McElhaney gets to it first, but it was tipped. However, Sefton comes away with it. He got it to Patrick, though, and Patrick knocked it back for Reese Smetham. Now behind the net for McElhaney. He tried to throw it out front looking for Smetham as that one hit a leg. And now Timmins can't quite get it out, but on the second chance they do, with MacArthur going to the center of the ice for MacArthur. For Armitage, there is a big save by Duracolo. Keeps this game at 1 goal.
Svarge looking dangerous already for Timmins. And as far as their offense goes, we know it usually goes through Harry Clark, and again, he leads the team in goals and points so far in the playoffs. 6 goals, 11 points. But Ray Smith, like we said, 14 points. Powassan more of a balanced attack typically. They've got actually 5 players in the top 20 in league scoring so far in the playoffs. Courtney, can you name the other 4?
The other 4?
Yeah.
Well, you'll have to give me a sec here. Poole
sure.
Takes a shot. That one's blocked aside. As now Timmins tries to send it back in. It is Dracula out to play the puck. Near side now, Ricci down the ice. McElhaney with it. No, rather Wraith Smith, sorry. Wraith Smith with a shot. Stopped by Boivin. And Thompson was on the doorstep. Couldn't quite get the shot away. If I'm going to go on a limb, I'm going to say, well, just looking at my stats in front of me.
Oh, come on. That's
okay.
not fair.
Alex Little.
No.
Are we talking about in the playoffs?
Yeah. Top 5 in the top 20 in league scoring in the playoffs so far. Who are the other 4 beside Wraith?
Well, McMillan.
Yep. The other Mac.
McElhaney. Patrick, he's got to be up there.
No.
No. All right.
Tucker Shields and Cameron Lemke round up
those are the other
top
ones.
5, yeah.
He's now into the middle of the ice. Beard scores. It's 2-0 Timmins.
And I think it was a result of Beard actually not getting all he wanted on that shot. Had he put enough on that backhand like he wanted to, I feel like Dracula was in position to make the save, but he kind of flubbed the backhand shot and it rolled in far side past Dracula's left leg. So again, you talked about Timmins starting fast to start periods. Under 2 minutes in, it's 2-0 Timmins.
Thomas Beard with his second of the playoffs. Now the Voodoos have to, they've done it before. They dug themselves out of a 2-0 hole in Timmins in game 2.
Tons of time left.
But again, they haven't offered much life since the Zach Turner goal in game 3. Now is the time if you're Powassan. Dawson with a good stick there, gets the puck away, and then his pass finds nobody, so Case comes in and gets it. Case over behind the net, sends it right back in for McLean as both defensemen activate here. Mike McLean tried to carry the puck out front. Couldn't quite get it to anybody. Now Russo with it, sends it back to McLean at the point. McLean with a chance, tipped on net by Case, and that one just went wide. Dawson behind the net battling for it. Sefton in there as well, along with Poole. Sefton's going to come away with it as Turner knocks his man into the boards. Dawson still battling in there along with Poole. Finally, Timmins tries to get a hold of it as Kelly can't quite get it out, though. Dawson giving them all sorts of trouble along with Turner. As now Russo's going for a quick change. Well, he has a chance, so Shields out on the ice. And now Armitage nearly got a chance with the puck. But Ricci disrupted that play. Ricci. Now we'll get another penalty here for high sticking against the rock.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't score on the first power play. Second time should be the charm if you're Powassan here, especially now that you find yourselves down in a 2-0 hole.
Reese trying to get things going here for the Voodoos, trying to generate some offense, and he's keeping his feet moving through the neutral zone and tries to pick up that loose puck and ends up taking a high stick to the face from the Timmins player. So yeah, we'll see yet another power play. Hopefully the Voodoos can make this a game here, get on the board.
Russo coming in for the draw for Powassan on the man advantage. As Clark wins it, sends it down the ice, and that one rolls in for Dracula to play and leave at the side of his net for Lemke. Lemke, former Voodoo Jack Kelly in the box.
Ice is still a little wet behind his net. He's got to be a little bit careful there.
Lemke sends it near side to McElhaney. McElhaney goes cross ice, and the puck's going to come to Patrick on the near side, on the far side. Now Russo, near side to McElhaney. McElhaney, look back door for Patrick. Now Shields tries to send the puck back in, but it's blocked, and Clark gets to it, and he's going to hold on to the puck and send it down the ice. Dracula made the save.
Russo didn't miss Patrick by much with that cross-ice pass there.
Now Lemke shovels it in, has to chase after it with Cadio Frederick right there. McElhaney in there for support, gets it to Lemke. Lemke still battling in the near side in the corner. McElhaney gets to it, sends it far side for Patrick. Patrick back to the point for Shields. Shields sends it towards the net, blocked by Cadio Frederick. There's now Case battling for it, or rather Patrick. And the puck down the ice as Ricci came on and has to chase after it. Ricci has Beard right behind him. Sends it up for McMillan. McMillan going for a skate. Tried to get through it. Case sends it in, and Albert will get to it. Now it's a delayed offside against Powassan. Another power play where their wires are just getting crossed here. As Timmins sends the puck all the way down the ice to Rocklow, to McMillan on the near side. Less than a minute left on the man advantage here. Ricci has the puck through the neutral zone. Drop pass to Wraith Smith. Smith had the puck off his stick. Now Clark shorthanded. Clark comes in, takes a shot, stopped by DeRockle, rebound! Timmins scores! It's 3-0 Rock. Wow. Harry Clark with his 7th of the playoffs.
This is the exact opposite of what you draw up for a power play unit. The power play has looked listless for Powassan so far. They not only do not have any shots on net, they can't even generate any extended zone time. And so that's just trying to gain the zone back, lose it in the neutral zone. Clark sprints away and buries his own rebound. 3-0.
15:08 left here in the second period. 3-0 Timmins. You have a chance to get back in the game. Now Rive mixing it up with Ring. Right off the hop. Somebody's got to rein in this Voodoos team at some point.
Yeah.
I still stand by the fact that I think Rive scored in that first period. But again, that doesn't change the fact that the last 6 goals of the series have been scored by Timmins.
Yeah, and it doesn't change the fact that the effort level here does not match what we're seeing out of Timmins so far.
No, Timmins has definitely come in here and played 2 great games.
Yeah.
Now the puck out front. Couldn't quite get a shot away. Now it's down the ice. Dubois pass. Picked off. Down the ice now. Into Timmins territory. McLean leaves it for Shields. Throws it towards the net. Boivin with the save. And when a goalie like Boivin's playing the way he is, Game 6 is going to happen Saturday.
Oh, 100%.
In case you're looking for it.
3 goals is more than enough at this point when Boivin's playing the way he is. Yeah, the Voodoos can't seem to score on the power play. They can't seem to score at even strength, and now they're giving up shorthanded goals as well. That's, there's still lots of game left, Courtney, but this is not looking good at the moment.
You were down 1-0 to start this period.
Right.
So Game 6 scheduled for Saturday at 7, if we get to that point. Game 5 will happen up in Timmins before that. Shot goes wide from the point. Ricci takes a bit of a header here at the blue line, and Beard going down the ice. Now low into Voodoos territory. Good stick by Lemke is knocked out. Again, Alex Little will come back for Game 5.
Well, and Timmins guaranteed a Game 5 when they won last night. So Game 5 will go, looks like Thursday up in Timmins. And then, yeah, you're right. In all honesty, we're looking like for sure we're going to get a Game 6 at this point. Back here in Powassan Saturday at 7. If it goes that far.
Albert near side sends the puck in. Now Romanuk with it, as Albert took Dawson's stick right out of his hands. Happened a couple of times last night too, where no call was made.
Mm-hmm.
Now a shot from the point, or from the face-off dot from Romanuk is blocked. Clark sends it back in, kicked aside by DeRockalo. Russo tries everything that the Voodoos try to do to get out of their zone. It's just blocked down by Timmins. Romanuk now walks in, takes a shot, stopped by DeRockalo. Another chance, rebound. Blocked by the body in front, as they're just letting Clark have his way in the offensive zone. Great move there. As the shot comes back in, blocked aside by the Voodoos. Now it's out front. Dawson tries to get it out and is still in. Timmins keeps it in. Wow. Again, everything Powassan does can't get out of their zone.
Unbelievable at this
Shots point. On goal, 21-13 in favor of Timmins.
And Powassan can't win a race to a single loose puck.
Timmins is winning all the puck battles right now. Like, that's just how it is. As now the Voodoos finally get the puck into Timmins territory. Reese Smetham just has no support with him as he tries a wraparound attempt. However, that one's turned aside.
It's going to take a solo effort by someone. It's going to take someone just putting this team on his back, getting angry and saying, listen, boys, follow me. We got to get something going here.
Smetham looked out front. That one was blocked. Now Patrick gets to it in the near side corner. Sends it around behind the net. McElhaney chasing after it. Smetham battling on the far side. McElhaney tries to settle the puck down. Now it's out for Armitage. But it's kept in by Powassan. Patrick throws it towards the net. Boivin with the save. McElhaney battling in the far side corner. Patrick comes away with it. A little dipsy doodle there by Ryan Patrick. Now sharp angle. McLean out front. And the Voodoos can't bury it. Smetham sends it in for McElhaney. McElhaney, good block there by Sefton, the affiliate player for Timmins here. As now Patrick battling for possession behind his net. Comes away with it, back to the point for McMillan. McMillan stops up, takes a shot. That one hits the body and goes out. So even with all that offensive zone pressure by Powassan, no shot on net.
No, but at this point, Courtney, it's a step in the right direction.
That's true.
That was a good shift. It was a good shift. They hemmed kind of the Timmins into their own for kind of 30 seconds there or so. Generate some pressure, and now we'll have an offensive zone draw for Powassan. It's a step in the right direction. The motto for Powassan so far through the playoffs has been burn the boats. It's sort of the mantra that they're living with right now. Burn the boats, meaning don't leave anything out there, right? Maximum effort. Someone's got to like that match, though.
There it is on the side of the net. McMillan couldn't bury it.
If you're going to burn the boat, someone's got to start the fire.
That's exactly it. Puck back in deep. Cadio Frederick with it. Thompson or Smith went in after it. Couldn't quite find it, though. He's now near side for Lowe. Lowe goes to the front of the net. No one was there. Beard, the most recent goal scorer, sends it right back in deep for Lowe. Lowe out from the corner. Throws it towards the net. That one's over the net and into the corner. Now McMillan with it. McMillan didn't like what he saw, so he turned around to his blue line. Now through the neutral zone, Matthew McMillan throws the puck towards the corner and then goes after it. However, it's left there for Longhurst McIntyre. Kept in by the Voodoos.
Great pinch there by Rive.
Now far side is a good chance here. 2-on-1 for Timmins. Another shot kicked aside by Duracolo. Now a delayed penalty coming towards Powassan. And at some point you had to think that the power plays for you would dry up and Timmins will get a chance. And now Timmins will get a chance here with the man advantage.
And so with a power play like Timmins is clipping along at 25% so far in the playoffs, and a penalty kill for the Voodoos that coming into this game is at 77%. All signs point to this could get worse for Powassan before it gets better. So we're gonna need to see a defensive effort for the ages here on this penalty kill.
Lemke in the box. Shields coming in for the defensive zone draw against Ring. Under the near side of Duracolo. It's one back, cross ice. Turned aside by Russo. Now back to the point. Timmins throws it to the side of the net. No one was there to block the chance. Now it's out front of Duracolo's net. And Timmins tries to shovel it in, but they couldn't quite get the puck across the line. And we'll get a stoppage here.
And a bit of a yard sale in front there, and the refs blow it down as Duracolo loses his stick. We'll see another face-off to his left. This potent Timmins power play already looking dangerous, and it's just 14 seconds gone in it. So how do you start? You got to win a face-off. It's up to Tucker Shields right now.
Yep. Back into the draw. Excuse me. Shields wins the draw, kicks it near side to Russo, and he just sends the puck calmly down the ice. Boivin out to play it. Leaves it for Cadio Frederick. Wells now through the neutral zone, goes cross ice. It's in for Clark. Clark has a handle on it, and it's kept in by Timmins, though, on a good chance by McLean to try and get the puck away. Now near side shot, saved by Duracolo. Now McLean gets to it and sends it down the ice. Puck behind the net for Boivin. Boivin. Cadio Frederick leaves it. Minute 5 left on the man advantage. Farage skates the puck in. Stops up, goes back to the point. MacArthur can't handle it. And the puck down into Timmins territory for Boivin to play it. Leaving it for Nyman. 50 seconds left on the man advantage. Nyman with possession. Sends it through the neutral zone to Romanuk. Romanuk tried to get a chance off, but it's blocked. And now McElhaney's in a foot race. It's a good chance here for McElhaney. Oh, he puts it wide. Dylan McElhaney had a chance shorthanded. And unlike Clark, who buried it, he put it wide. Now Timmins the other way. They score.
Yeah, that's you often see it. Good chance at one end, and McElhaney almost buries one for the Voodoos. And then Timmins comes right back down the ice, and it's 4-0. This game is getting away quickly.
9:26 left. You've allowed the last 8 goals in this series.
And
you have to score at some point.
I mean, Peter Goulet, what do you do as a coach? You're looking for answers, because when you go up to Timmins and you win both games in Timmins on the road with great road efforts, and then you come home and you play like this.
This isn't the effort that your home fans are looking for, that's for sure. Wraith Smith near side to McMillan. McMillan finds Smith, leaves it for Thompson. Thompson with a shot, stopped by Boivin, rebound chance over the net. Now behind the net, McMillan with a chance, Boivin with another save.
And it doesn't help when Boivin is at literally a brick wall. Nothing's getting through him. He's positioned perfectly. He doesn't give up rebounds.
That is the rebound shift you are looking for, though. As that was a great offensive zone or chance for the Voodoos, and now we've reached our mid-period break here. This period started 1-0. It's now 4-0 for Timmins, and we'll be back with more on the other side of this.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Average Joe's Eatery. Average Joe's, where we want your experience here to be a happy one. 3501 Trout Lake Road.
Welcome back to the Sportsplex. 4-0 Timmins leads. 25-17 are the shots in favor of the Rock. Boivin's been perfect so far through 17. Duraculo's made 21 saves.
Credit to Duraclo. Most of these goals aren't his fault. They're great shots by Timmins. It's just, defensive breakdowns in front of him. Not a whole lot he can do on most of them. The first goal, obviously, in the first period was he'd like to have back, but at this point, Peter Goulet and coaching staff just trying to drop some answers, get something going there. Like we've been saying, there's still a lot of hockey game left, and if Timmins can score 4 goals in a half a game, Powassan can score 4 goals in a half a game. Get this thing back to OT, but
well, they are deadly in overtime, that's for sure.
They are. They can't lose in overtime, but they got to get there first, and Boivin might not allow that. Kind of a pall has fallen over the Voodoos faithful here in attendance tonight.
Wraith Smith in for the draw. It's won by Timmins. Timmins right back out into the neutral zone and down into Voodoos territory. Beard shot far side. Now Thompson through the neutral zone the other way. Gets it to Smith. Smith had the puck hop off his stick. Now Lemke sends it right back in.
And it's stuff like that, Courtney, where the puck just you can gain the zone, and as soon as the puck just hops over your stick, it's all for nothing, right? So bad bounces are not helping either.
But to allow somebody like Wells right there, Ring, just walk right in, uncontested. Good chance there, stopped by Duraclo though. Back to the point. And that's another thing too, is a lot of the point shots are getting through. Powassan can't get anything going. Now is Wraith Smith down the ice with a chance. Takes a sharp angle shot, stopped by Boivin.
It's going to take something like that, though. Long stretch pass to send Wraith in like that. It was a great shot. Boivin equal to the task yet again.
8:09 left here in the second period. 4-0 Timmins leads. Powassan leads the series 2-1. Game 6, if necessary, will go Saturday here at home in Powassan. Ring in for the draw. Shields.
Timmins fans watching at home are obviously very happy with the effort they've seen through half a game here by their Rock.
Dubroy with a good chance there in the slot. Stopped by Boivin. Voodoos have had their chances, they just can't bury it.
They have had shots. It's not that they're playing terribly. You have to give a lot of credit to Timmins. Timmins is playing a perfect hockey game at this point, Courtney. They're executing offensively. They're not letting Powassan really establish anything in their own zone.
Case goes for a skate, walks in, had the puck hop off his stick after a good poke check there by Boivin on a good chance by the defender. MacArthur walks back in. Now Case puts it in his own net. Off the skate of a Timmins player, Alex Case put it in his own net.
Yeah, that tracks.
5-0 Timmins.
Yeah, that tracks. That's kind of fitting how this game is going. Voodoos get a great chance again at one end. Wraith Smith another shot on that. And
Miles Gordon putting the mask on. He's getting ready to go in.
yeah, it's time.
Daniel DeRoccolo coming out of the net.
Give him a breather. Let him rest till Thursday. But when goals like that are going in, you know the night's not going your way. Pass in front just goes off someone's skate and past him.
7:47 left. It looks like Powassan's going to call a timeout as well. Try to collect their thoughts as you've allowed 4 goals in this period. Like, I don't know what to say anymore.
Well, and it's taken a lot of the excitement out of this game. There's, you kind of, if Powassan's going to lose, you at least want the game to be close and exciting, and they just don't really seem to have an answer for anything Timmins is doing at this point, Courtney.
Yeah, like yesterday was close until the end.
Right.
And it was 2 empty net goals that got it away from them.
Yeah, it was basically a 2-1 game. Yeah.
You've allowed the last 9 goals in this series. 9 goals. Yep.
7 on a goaltender, but yeah, 9 total. Yeah.
Well, be a fun game 5 up in Timmins.
So we're a lot less excited about finishing this one, but we're here for you, and hopefully, Powassan gets something going here. At least give us something to cheer about going into the third. You know what? If they get a couple of goals here to end the second, this game's far from over.
You have to win a period.
You really do.
You can't go into game 5 playing the way you've played for the better part of the last almost 4 periods.
Right. Even if you lose this game, as long as you win the third, right, at least generate something positive.
Miles Gordon getting his first playoff appearance here. As the puck behind the net. Timmins tries to flip it up and over the net. Now it's Clark with it. Battling for the puck. Clark comes away with it. Stopped by Gordon. Rebound out to Sefton. Now he throws it out front of the net. And Patrick gets to it. Patrick down for McElhaney. McElhaney walks in. Tries the same thing that he did with his overtime winner against Hearst. Couldn't quite get enough air on that one though as Boivin makes the save. In case you're tuning in, yes, this is indeed the last 2 teams in the East. Powassan's down 5-0 in game number 4 here. As their top 4, these are the final 4 of the NOJHL. So you've gone from 12 down to 6, down to 4. And whoever wins this series will meet either Sudbury or Blind River in the next round. It's Turner try to get a shot off the draw. Dawson battling on the far side. Now the puck stuck in the corner as Turner comes in and tries to bowl everyone over. And now Dawson comes away with it. Dawson was looking out front, and Turner throws a hit there on Kelly, knocking him to the ice. Now Turner just trying to win the physical battle here as he's throwing his body around 3 times on this shift. Ricci trying to follow suit, tried to throw a hit, and now the puck's down into Voodoos territory for Lemke. Lemke behind the net. Chips it down the ice. It hits McMillan, so no icing there as Albert gets to it. Puck back down the ice for Timmins as now they have a 2-on-1 developing here. Chance on Gordon, turned aside by the goaltender. Puck back in on the far side in Voodoos territory. Lemke up quickly for Thompson. Up for Smith. Smith carries it in, takes a shot. That one's high and wide of the net. And now Case will have to be in a foot race with Reinert to get back into his own zone, but Case does get there.
That was labeled. Wraith Smith has a release, doesn't he?
He's OHL ready, I would say. Thompson takes a shot, kicked aside by Boivin. He's already got a goal in the OHL.
Yeah, he's got a teddy bear goal.
He did. Remembered every exact detail of that goal when I asked him about it for an article on Beta Day. Low walks in, takes a chance, gets around his man, gets around Gordon, bowling him over. Now the puck, where is this? Behind the net. McLean with it. A big defender skating through the neutral zone, stays to the perimeter, throws it towards the net. Was looking for Smith on the far side, it's just out of his reach, and now McLean's going to take a penalty here. There's now a few rough stuff as well after the whistle. 5:18 left.
Look for this game to sort of devolve quickly here into some chippiness, some physical play. But if I'm the Voodoos and nothing's going in offensively, I'm going to start throwing some hits because I remember back when I played, that's how you get your teammates, that's how you get your bench fired up. Throw a clean hit, but a big hit. Give some guys on the bench something to get excited about, and maybe some bounces start going your way.
Well, we'll see 2 players in the box here. I believe that's Wells in the box for Timmins along with McLean, both number 28s. In the penalty box, it is Liam Wells. I said this last night, but guys like Wells and Ring, and guys like Wells and Ring on Timmins, both players I really like. They're small, feisty players. They're fast. And they got a great release. I love watching those 2 guys play. When they don't play Powassan, of course.
Of course. Yeah. So is that Caden Dubroy that takes the extra?
Yeah, it looks like it.
So Voodoos will be short here again.
5-0 Timmins. In case you're just joining us, it was 1-0 coming into the second period.
And Sudbury is up on Blind River 4-0 late in the second there. So it looks like they're going to go up 2-1 in their series.
Another chance from the point. Stopped by Gordon. And now Lemke gets the puck down the ice and he chases after it. Boivin out to play it. Lemke was right on. He's hot on his tail. Minute 40 left here. In the penalties, Svarich with the puck. Goes around his man. But he gets it back to Cadio Frederick. Back to the point for the defender. Takes a shot blocked by Case that buckled him for a second.
That one didn't feel good.
No.
Top of the skate, right in the foot. Those hurt really bad.
Especially when the feet are cold here at the Sportsplex.
Yeah.
Now Svarich tries to get in. Couldn't quite get a shot away on Gordon, though. Now on the near side. Back to Cadio Frederick. Goes cross ice. Fakes the chance there was Clark. Gets it back to his captain at the point. Nice little feed there. Gets it to the front of the net, but they couldn't get a shot away. Clark back to Svarich. Svarich, cross ice, they score! Tipped in front, found his way past Gordon.
It's actually going to be Svarich's goal. The shot from the point was actually meant to be a pass. It stayed along the ice and was tipped in by the Voodoos defender. I believe it was Shields' stick that tipped it through the legs of his own goaltender.
Well, good news for Powassan. They've scored 2 goals this game. Bad news for Powassan is both have been on their own net. And that's what helped kill their chances last year in the playoffs, was they scored their own goal in Game 4 against Timmins, too. Now McMillan battling for it. It's now 6-0 Timmins, by the way, in case you're still here. Lowe walks in, back into Voodoos territory.
If you are still here, we're grateful.
Ricci through a hit. Now Wraith Smith going the other way. Sends it in off the end plate, but it's right back out by Timmins. As Rotundo throws a stick for it, but it's picked up by Timmins. Low to the center of the ice. Now Rotundo and Beard are wrapped up. We've seen Beard kind of wrapped up with a couple of Voodoos players here this game.
A little bit of fire to his game tonight.
He scored a goal.
A couple of one-sided games in the NOJHL playoffs tonight, and like you said, these are the 4 best teams left in the league, but you wouldn't know it if you're watching both of these games.
Blind River's been so stingy defensively all year round, all year long. I can't believe that they're down what they are right now against Sudbury.
Yeah. Every team has a bad game, and I guess it's allowed, but
just want to minimize them this time of year.
That's right.
Jackson Smith for Smetham. Now sent back in. Smetham through a hit, and now Timmins going the other way. Back in for Armitage. Armitage with the shot. That one's blocked by Powassan. And down the ice, but not very far away from Timmins. However, now Smetham going the other way. Smetham in for McElhaney, takes the shot. And saved by Boivin on a great save there by the goaltender. As McElhaney tried to slide that one 5-hole.
McElhaney might have had something if he lifted that. Looked like the top corners of the net were open, but he elected to try and put it through Boivin's 5-hole. Boivin again equal to the task. 22 saves on 22 shots. And now there's really just one thing left to be decided for Boivin and the Timmins Rock here tonight.
Should we say the word or should we not say the word?
I'm okay with it. I don't mind jinxing it if it's Timmins.
I'm still looking for the shutout. Rotundo takes a shot.
There we go.
Couldn't quite glove that one down. As now we see some different matchups here on defense with Ricci and Rotundo out there together.
Anyone listening up in Timmins right now is cursing our names for saying the word shutout. But
What do you mean? There's nothing wrong with saying the word shutout. We can't be shut out from saying the word shutout. Boivin's had a great game. He's made 23 saves so far, looking for another shutout.
Okay, Courtney, shut up.
Shields. As there's a delayed penalty coming off the face-off draw. I'll go for tripping on Dubroy. Not on Dubroy. Dubroy drew the penalty. So that'll be Cadio Frederet going to the box, it looks like. And now Powassan, who's gone 0 for on the power play so far, will look to try and get some momentum going here into the third. 2:59 left in the second period. 6-0 Powassan.
You can tell by their body language they're not feeling it this game. I mean,
again, I still maintain, and it's going to mean nothing, but Rive scored a goal in the first period.
He did.
Not that that would change the score right now. It would be 6-1 instead of 6-0.
Right. They're not winning the game if that goal's a goal, but
Timmins has scored a shorthanded goal here already this period. Russo with the puck leaves it for Lemke.
you have to wonder when the NOJHL is going to adopt the benefit of video review in real time.
Russo broke his stick on a pass. Now Clark in shorthanded again. Reinhardt was looking for the pass, couldn't quite get that one to settle down. And now Thompson going the other way. Thompson for Patrick. Pass out front, blocked by the goaltender, but couldn't find his way on net. Now Ricci battles for it on the near side. Ricci skates around behind the net. Goes around the perimeter. Carson Ricci look cross ice. Down McElhinney. McElhinney throws it towards the net. Boivin calmly puts up a glove and makes the save.
But again, a soft shot in right on net, middle of the net. Basically no effort required of Boivin to glove that. It was right at his chest. No traffic in front. At some point, you've got to just ignore the scoreboard and just play like it's 0-0. Go out there and generate something. Get some bodies in front of the net. Start putting some pucks on. Don't play like it's 6-0. You still can go out and win the third period and generate some positive energy going up to Timmins Thursday for Game 5.
Seeing some different personnel here on the power play. Turner and Smetham out there. Case near side. Sends it back for Turner. Now Case back to the point for Ricci. Ricci looking cross ice. And Thompson had the right idea there with a one-touch pass.
A little tic-tac-toe, that would have been pretty.
Didn't find his intended recipient as now Ricci with beard all over him. Ricci for Thompson. Thompson through the neutral zone. Less than a minute left on the man advantage. Picked off by Ring, but knocked back in by Ricci. And that'll go for a hand pass against Powassan. So the face-off will come out. A minute 23 left here in the second period. 6-0 Timmins leads. 32 shots on goal for Timmins, 25 for Powassan. Dawson, Rive, Russo getting some time out here now. As Timmins able to get the puck down the ice, Kelly throws it in. Now McLean gets a body in front of it and picks it up in his own zone. McLean through the neutral zone. Mike McLean battles for it, lost it though as the puck hit the referee. And down the ice we go as we're into the final minute here of the second period. 6-0 and we're back to 5-on-5. Rotundo was looking down the ice for McLean, couldn't quite find him. Now as McLean overskates the puck and Armitage has it on the far side in Powassan territory. Kelly with it, comes out though. Russo gets it to Rive. Rive lost the handle on it, and Sefton gave it to Lowe. Lowe goes wide, threw it towards the front of the net. Now Thompson slows down. McLean, or McMillan, was in the neutral zone. As now Powassan's going to have a penalty to kill off. McMillan was all the way down the ice, wanted that puck badly. But Thompson couldn't get the pass off.
Smashing his stick on the ice, waiting for that stretch pass because he was behind the defenders by about 20 or 30 feet, and he would have been gone.
No, McLean going to the box. He went to the box twice last night. He's gone to the box a couple of times here again tonight. Not plays that you want to see from one of your top defensemen.
Parade to the penalty box here we've seen this period so far.
28.4 seconds left on the clock. And it's only the second period. 6-0 Timmins leads.
You mean we still have another period to do here?
I mean, at this point, I'd be okay with just playing contemporary jazz music over the play in this third period, but I actually have. Maybe we were talking about Eagles the one time on air. We'll just
You
play
know
the
what?
Eagles.
Yeah, let's talk some football.
Yeah.
We got the Jays having their home opener tonight against the Seattle Mariners.
Daddy-o. The last time I felt good about the Jays is the puck goes cross ice. It was wide open.
Yeah, the Jays aren't much more fun to talk about right now either. So
Rousseau off to the races, but stopped by Clark. As now he falls over, and the puck down the ice for Timmins as they come back in. Set up quickly, and that'll do it here in the second period. Last second shot on net. Gordon makes the save. The last time I felt ironically good about the Blue Jays was when Seattle was in town in the 2022 playoffs when they were up 8-0.
That's right.
That's the last time I was excited about anything Blue Jays.
What happened? The Jays surely won that game, right?
Yeah,
They're
you
winning
would think
8-0?
so
Yeah.
in like the seventh inning.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, they didn't blow it like every other Toronto sports franchise.
It's
Well, you're
painful.
also having your first Thanksgiving dinner with your girlfriend's parents.
It is painful.
Watching
being a
the
Toronto
game.
fan. Oof. How'd that go?
Well, by the end of it, they got to see me just wearing my Bichette jersey over my head.
Good first impression.
Oh, yeah, it was fantastic. God, I love sports. Hey, speaking of sports, well, there was one going on here in the second period, 6-0 Timmins. Was 1-0 to start that period. Brad, I'd love to ask you your thoughts on that period, but I think I know what they are. So, with that being said, we're just going to go to intermission and get out of here.
I don't have much for you if you don't want to hear any expletives. So
I've sworn on the broadcast before, but we're not going to talk about that.
we'll try and avoid that.
Yeah. Well, Powassan still leads the series 2-1, and we'll see if they're able to win a period here in the third period. And we'll be back with more on the other side of this intermission.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
Hey there, I'm Mike the Financial Advisor. When you strip it down to its core and you take away all the industry jargon, I help people solve financial concerns. So if you're concerned that you'll never save enough to retire comfortably, or that your kid is going to graduate post-secondary $40,000 in debt, or maybe even that life is going to take a really unfortunate sideways turn and somebody is going to have to open a GoFundMe page for you and your family, I can help you prevent all of those things from happening. If you want to see how, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just do a search for Mike the Financial Advisor. You should find me.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you. So bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today.
Let's take a break.
Dad, get us back on.
He shoots, he scores! Have a longer break with Kit Kat Pops.
Couple of good chances. Now you force an icing and keep that pressure on. And you've got those young defensemen out on the ice for an extended period of time. Here's Brody in front, scores! Matthew Nyes scores against Pittsburgh again. 5 shots in the first, and you just continually put the pressure. You get that first D pair, their first shift over 2 minutes. This is the third D pair that now have had to be sitting and trying to learn how.
Meals are a special time for families to gather, share their day, and spend quality time together. Those dinners are made extra special when you add tropical produce found in the markets and grocery stores that carry La Huerta imports. La Huerta knows the importance of family, so they know which quality products make the best quality meals for your customers, whether it be Mexican Hass avocados, Brazilian figs, Ecuadorian red dragon fruit, or something just as exotic and special. To get your supply of the best tropical produce at competitive prices with brands buyers trust, contact La Huerta Imports at 705-752-1478.
Barry!
Huh?
I told you not to be scaring the customers.
Hey, Barry, come on in for a bite. And bring Brianna with you.
For only 2 minutes up the hill, where you're only a stranger once.
Ready to embark on an electrifying adventure? Look no further than the Mitsubishi Outlander, available in gas or PHEV, the SUV that redefines excellence. Recently awarded the best midsize utility vehicle in Canada for 2023 by AJAC. This bold and sophisticated SUV delivers advanced performance, safety, and tech, plus peace of mind, with its standard super all-wheel control and the best warranty in the business. With red-hot deals and plenty in stock, your award-winning drive starts with the Mitsubishi Outlander.
And we welcome you back inside the Powassan Sportsplex for the third and likely final period here of game number 4 between the Powassan Voodoos and Timmins Rock. Timmins is up 6-0. I'm Courtney Genny, pleased to be joined by Brad Brooks. And
what do you mean likely final period? So negative. You don't think the Voodoos can score 6?
Okay, well, Patrick Boivin all of a sudden just doesn't stand in his net. Maybe.
Yeah, he'd have to be on the bench.
He's been pretty darn good.
He's been decent. Yeah, lots to be happy about if you're a Timmins Rock fan. If you're a Powassan Voodoos fan, not so much. If we just have a peek at our players to watch, the Mason Svarich for the Timmins Rock has a goal tonight. Actually, the 6th goal for Timmins. And obviously, since the Voodoos have no goals, our player to watch for the Voodoos, Justin Russo, has no points. But, yeah, so it's kind of been one-sided. That's the main story tonight, Courtney.
Yep. It was 1-0 to start the second period.
It was. It was a game after 20.
But Timmins now finds himself up, scoring 5 straight in the second period. 10 straight in the series.
10 straight in the series. That is that's got to change this period. Obviously the Voodoos aren't going to win this game, but that streak has to change, and you've got to get something here. Despite the rivalry, though, between these teams, Courtney, there are some connections between the two teams. Voodoos head coach Peter Goulet actually coached the Timmins Rock head coach Brandon Perry when Perry played for the Kingston Voyageurs of the OJHL back in the late 2000s. And a pair of former U16 AAA Trappers who played together will be rivals this series, or continue to be rivals this series, as Brent Romaniak of the Rock will faces defender Mason Rotundo of the Voodoos. The two 16-year-olds, they have had solid rookie seasons and are on the radar as eligible players for the U16 OHL priority selection taking place April 12th and 13th. And Romaniak actually had an unbelievable rookie year. 23 goals, 34 assists, 57 points this season for the Rock. And Rotundo netted 2 goals, 13 points, 52 regular seasons on defense for the Voodoos.
Oh, yeah, both those guys will be making some OHL general managers happy when their names are still available in the draft.
Absolutely.
I believe that's this weekend, right? Yeah,
it's coming up.
Weekend. Yeah, look at that. As we're underway here, Timmins in the road whites going left to right to start the second period. Powassan in their home greens going right to left. We're having a bit of a crackle there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's causing that, but
Shields in his own zone. As Timmins has a power play with a minute still left here on the man advantage. Cadio Frederick over to Clark. In deep now for Wells, who makes the save as Gordon. Miles Gordon coming in relief midway through that second period for Daniel DeRoccolo, who just looking over there right now, getting some words of encouragement from head coach Peter Goulet. You talk about Brandon Perry being a former pupil of Goulet. Josh Hardiman on the bench also played for Kingston in the OJHL under Peter Goulet, the assistant coach of the Voodoos.
So the Peter Goulet tree is rather large.
It stretches.
It spans.
You know, he's coached a few NHLers, including Mackenzie Weegar.
So he knows one or two things about hockey, is what you're saying.
Knows that get the sticks on the ice and
the pucks go in nets, yeah.
Stick to our game plans. Voodoos need to start sticking to a game plan here. And again, making inroads here in the third period before Game 5 on Thursday. Game 6 all but assured to be on Saturday here at the Sportsplex.
Pretty much guaranteed at this point.
Nyman, far side. 25 seconds left on the man advantage, back to Romanuk. Now, kept out by Jackson Smith, and he sends it down the ice. Behind the net now with the puck. Timmins has it. That's Nyman. To Longhurst McIntyre. Sends it in. Low. Behind the net. Took a fall. And now the puck came out, but Kelly couldn't quite get to it. Now Lemke gets to it as we're back to 5-on-5. Lemke with speed. Goes around the perimeter. Tried to send it out front for Thompson. Thompson. Tate muscled off the puck, and the puck down into Voodoos territory for Russo. Russo. Slap pass up for Thompson. Thompson sees Lemke, and Lemke just sends it in deep for Thompson to chase after. Thomas Sefton behind the net, out front. Wraith Smith with a chance. Second chance, he scores! Wraith Smith and the Voodoos are in flight finally here in the third period. It's 6-1 as Wraith Smith puts in from his knees.
Well, there's your spark.
His 8th of the season, or 8th of the playoffs.
Yeah, there's your spark. And we talk about winning a period. You're going to come out in the first 2 minutes, kill a penalty, and then Ray Smith from his knees in the slot buries a rebound in an open net. So it's 6-1, but it's a step in the right direction for Powassan.
The Voodoos have been grounded much of this game. Finally find themselves in flight. As the super rookie, Ray Smith continues his scoring ways.
8 goals. Wow. 15 points now.
Mike McLean behind his net. Leaves it for Ray Smith. As you see a different line here. Smith throws the puck on net. Smetham with the puck. And Rive out there as well. Rive. Back to the point for McLean. McLean with a shot off the side of the net. And the puck still bouncing around. Nyman comes away with it. Looks down the ice. Goes for Armitage. He got a stick on it, but passed the red line. So that will go for icing.
So
what a goal by Ray Smith.
That was pretty. What a shot, eh?
Right from his knees. Collected his own rebound.
Well, and the wherewithal to take that shot knowing that he had taken the time to try and get to his feet and then take the shot, likely that lane closes, right? So got a lot on it from his knees, surprisingly. That was a great shot.
Like I said, he's got, I think he's OHL ready. It's not a bad thing to, as we've seen with the Detroit Red Wings in years past, overbake prospects. Obviously, this is his first junior season.
It's too bad for the Voodoos that they're only going to get a rookie year out of Wraith, because for sure he'll be up for playing for the battalion next year.
Oh yeah. If you're the battalion, you got to be absolutely ecstatic. You're probably losing a lot of great players this offseason.
Yeah.
But to have like the faith, also an OHL draft coming up,
right? To
restock the covers a little bit, but to have the faith of, Wraith Smith is in the minors system for you. So we'll get another icing against Timmins here. But to have that knowledge, do you have a guy like Wraith Smith as the next wave?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And guys that are, the third and fourth line for the battalion that are coming up that are going to play huge minutes next year, like guys like Ethan Procession and Jacob Therrien, who have had really nice seasons. And you're going to rely on them a lot more next year. Guys like Wraith coming up who's going to make a difference, guaranteed. I think the future still looks pretty bright for North Bay.
Thompson behind the net. Tried to send it back on his backhand behind, but Timmins comes away with it. Nice move there by Armitage. Gets around, throws it cross side to Reinard. He missed the net with the puck. Now Lemke got it to Ricci. Over for Thompson. Thompson feathers a pass up for McElhaney. McElhaney's had a few good looks this game too. Just haven't been able to put the puck in the net, much like the rest of the Voodoos.
Yeah, chances have been there. Boivin has been too good.
Also with that Smith goal, that puts the end of the 10 straight goals by Timmins in the series.
Well, we're glad that's a streak that needed to end.
Thompson goes cross ice. Russo off his backhand, has to chase after it as he stops up on the far side half wall. Justin Russo shot from the point. Case had it on Boivin, and it's a safe. And for all the Timmins faithful that are might be upset at me for using the shutout word a lot, well, I'm sorry. It did work. But
It
I'm
did
sorry.
work. We're not sorry about it. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see Russo won that puck battle along the board. So not a great chance on net with that last shot that Voodoos just had, but looks like the effort is starting to finally come through, and Russo winning a puck battle along the boards.
Another chance here. Turner, sharp angle shot, turned aside by Boivin. Turner picks up his rebound, goes for a skate in the offensive zone. McLean, who had vacated the blue line, had to chase after it now as Russo brings the puck back in. Russo had the right move, but Albert had a good defensive stick to take away a puck from Justin Russo as McLean lost his footing.
Tripped over the blue line.
As now the Voodoos just trying to do everything to keep the puck in. Harry Clark with the puck. Gets it down through the neutral zone, but McLean gets to it in his own zone. Sends it up the ice, was looking for Patrick. Patrick coming in. Patrick with a chance. He fanned on the shot, and that one's blocked by Timmins, as he was in a good chance to surprise Boivin with the shot. I don't think he saw 24 coming. Now Wraith Smith, sharp angle, was looking for Patrick. Patrick tipped it towards the net. Boivin gets a blocker down on it to cover it up. 15:09 left in this third period. 6-1 Timmins lead.
There's a few players in this game, Courtney, that have worn both Timmins Rock and Powassan Voodoos jerseys. The lone player for the Voodoos, Dylan McElhaney, recent Anna Maria College commit, who played for the Rock in 2021-22 before the Pittsburgh native headed back to the United States for a couple seasons, and then a trade brought him back up to the Voodoos from the Johnstown Tomahawks of the NAHL back in November.
Yeah, he was on the podcast last week along with Zach Turner. Rive with the shot, blocked by Boivin, and he's going to knock the puck into the corner and out of danger. Rive's had himself a heck of a game too, I think.
Oh, he's had a ton of chances. And a goal.
And a goal. Not officially.
Not officially.
Anderson down the ice. Kelly has it on the near side. Lost the handle on it now as Ray Smith going the other way. He gains the red line, sends it in. Boivin out to play it, leaves it behind his net. Reese Smetham gets to it, throws it towards the net, stopped by Boivin. Rebound is there as Rotundo tried to get in on it as he wrestles with Jack Kelly, but we'll get a stoppage of play here.
And then the Rock have two former Voodoos in Jack Kelly and Thomas Sefton. Jack Kelly was traded in the offseason by the Voodoos to the Cobourg Cougars of the OJHL and then was acquired by the Rock in December in a trade. And then Sefton played this season with the Pelham Panthers of the GOJHL and as a Rock affiliate. The former North Bay Trappers defender, 2 points in 3 playoff contests, got into his first action of the series, yesterday's win by Timmins in Game 3.
DeBroy into his own zone. Gets it to Ricci. Ricci sent it right back for DeBroy. He wasn't there. Beard has the puck, and now it's out front. And that one was sent well high and over the net, low with the puck. Miles Gordon has been the consummate professional this year for the Powassan Voodoos. He came in knowing he was going to be the backup to Daniel DeRoccolo and then moved down the depth chart a little bit with Patrick Charette coming in, but every time you see him, he's got a big smile on his face. He was fun to have on the podcast. We call him the Milk Master because he's been everywhere, and I asked him, hey, what's it like as an American coming up here and having to deal with bagged milk? And he said, you know what, they didn't have it in BC when he was out there, and when he first saw it this year, he was kind of like, what is this?
Threw him for a loop, eh?
Yeah, and then now he said it was a little rough for him and his billet parents at first on it.
Yeah.
They would give him a good ribbing. And then now he claims to be the Milk Master. So
you know what, though? He loves playing hockey, and he just doesn't care. He knows his role. He doesn't care about playing time. He just, whenever he gets his number called, he rises to the occasion. And
he's had an iconic look all season, his dreadlocks. And then for the playoffs, he shaved them off.
I know.
It was kind of, I had to do a double take.
Kind of shocking, yeah.
Milk Master, what are you doing?
I likes those dreads.
They take a lot of work, man.
They do, yeah. So it's a lot cleaner, a lot easier to clean up now for sure.
There's the Voodoos back in offensive territory. Shields. Back to Case. Case tries to throw it out front. Shields does throw it across the ice.
Your showers must be a fraction of the time.
Yeah, probably. A lot less shampoo.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it takes an awful lot of effort just to even get to the point of having dreadlocks.
Right.
You know, the growing them out phase and everything.
I don't know. I've thought about it. I don't know. I think I could pull it off.
I will pay you if you do.
I'd have to get some plugs. I'm kind of thinning up top there, so.
We'll get Cassie, our intern, to do it. She's got hair.
Get Cassie to get some dreads. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. She's got hair.
She's shaking her head. No, she's
yeah,
not
she's
on board
like,
with that.
no.
Okay, all right, fine.
She's not a team player. Wells into the Voodoos territory, Nyman.
That's fine. She's fired.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
On air, too. There's a big hit there, leveled by Jackson Smith in Voodoos territory. Ray Smith trying to get the puck down the ice. Excuse me, Wells through the neutral zone. Now it's back to the point. Shot on net. Gordon with the save.
Square to the shot, no rebound. That's a great save.
13:09 left here in the third period. Shots on goal 36-31 in favor of Timmins. Score also in favor of Timmins 6-1.
Yes, but the Powassan Voodoos are winning the third period 1-0.
Okay, we'll start talking it that way.
I like that. Let's go with that narrative for the moment.
Justin Russo in for the draw against Harry Clark on the near side. Waiting for the draw here. The linesman had a few words to say to the near side guys. That was Lemke. Now far side. Romanuk on the one-time attempt. Couldn't quite get the shot away. And now it's kept in by Svaric on the near side. Romanuk with another chance. Thrown high and wide of Gordon's goal. Now Lemke has it. Lemke sneaks around behind his net, gets it down the ice for Turner to tip in. Boivin out to play it. Russo keeps the puck in. Russo battling for it. It comes out though as Ricci now in a foot race. Ricci in his own zone comes away with it. Carson Ricci finds Russo in the neutral zone, and Russo just sends the puck in, and will go off for a change. Now Longhurst McIntyre with the puck behind his net. Down the ice. Romanuk gets it over to Clark. Clark, cross ice, was looking for the pass to his man, Armitage, but he couldn't quite get it away. Now, walking in is Clark, and good save there by Gordon. Back to Poole at the point. Poole takes a shot. That one's blocked by Dubroy. Back in now for McLean. McLean through the neutral zone. Gives it to Dawson. Shot on net. Stopped by Boivin. Secondary chance. It was right there for the Voodoos, and they couldn't get another shot away. Caleb Dawson looking for his first playoff goal. He had a couple of great chances of game 1 and 2.
Just fanned on that shot there. Didn't get much on it, and he wants that one back for sure.
Low. In the neutral zone. Now it's in. Jackson Smith went to go play for the hit with Reinhardt, and nearly the puck was almost taken away as he slowed down. Now McMillan loses it in front of his net, but he's able to pick it back up. Matthew McMillan turning slowly down the ice, gets it to Thompson. Thompson spins and takes a hit. Now Cadio Frederick with the puck. There's Rotundo in on the forecheck there. Couldn't get a shot away. I've heard from multiple people now. I haven't made the trip, but I've heard from multiple people that if you're going through the NOJHL, the McIntyre in Timmins is a must visit in this league for arenas.
The McIntyre Arena. Yeah,
I've heard it's modeled kind of after Maple Leaf Gardens.
What are you doing Thursday?
Well, unfortunately, there's a battalion game. But I would definitely love to take the trip.
If it goes to Game 7, I guess we'll go.
Goes to Game 7, gotta go.
Yeah.
Far side now, or near side to Lemke and Beard. There's a big hit there, labeled on low by Ricci. As the Voodoos trying to impose their physical will here in this third period. Gets it up for Lemke. Lemke cuts in, had no one in front though. Now Shields spinning and turning, takes the shot. That's tipped by Thompson. Stopped by Boivin. Now the puck chipped down the ice. Ricci gets to it. Ricci just goes for the safe pass to Lemke behind the net. Almost halfway through this third period. Voodoos winning this period 1-0. Lemke cross ice to McElhaney. McElhaney gets it in for Smith, but Smith's pass for Thompson just out of his reach. Thompson spinning and turning, sends it back in. Wraith Smith now battling for it along the end wall. Smetham in there as well. Smith tried to get it out, but Anderson gets to it at the half wall. He's chance to get out. Took a couple of whacks, but finally got it to Kelly and got it down the ice. 9:50 left here in this third period. Game is 6-1 Timmins. Ray Smith with the lone goal here in this third period. For Powassan. Rive tripped up behind the net. That'll go for a power play for Powassan here. And now the Voodoos have another chance to crack in to the lead a little bit.
Rive using his speed to his advantage there, and that's how you draw penalties. You just keep your feet moving and catch Timmins flat-footed and trying to go around behind the net to generate something, and he gets tripped up, and we'll see the Powassan Voodoos head back to the power play for 2 here. Just under 10 minutes left in the third, but again, if you can get a goal here and generate a little something here going into the end of this game.
Russo in for the draw against Clark. Harry Clark really does it all for Timmins. He's out there in every situation.
Does he ever?
Lemke, far side to Ricci, shot on net, Boivin with the save.
Reminds you of Signoretti for Espinola.
Yeah, that's a good comparison. Both speedy.
Power play, kills penalties.
Yeah.
Plays every minute of 5-on-5, it seems like.
I swear, Signoretti had to play like 40 minutes of the one game that he was here.
I never see him off the ice.
No. Well, he's off the ice right now because Espinola lost in the first round.
Right.
Down the ice, he might be a black ace though for Sudbury, so we might see him in the North Bay Sudbury series.
Okay.
Patrick goes to the center of the ice looking for Dubroy. Turner fanned on his attempt to go in. Now Clark just turns around trying to kill some time on the penalty. And he does. He sends it down into Voodoos territory. Gordon out to play the puck. Gordon, who's come in and done a great job so far in relief. Leaves it for McLean. McLean, as the Voodoos will get a different look here on the power play, letting some guys who might not always be out there get a chance. It's Dawson out there as well. Dawson near side to the net. Goes around behind. Looked out front for Dubroy, and Dubroy just put that one wide. McLean back to the near side. Dawson battling for it on the near side as well on the half wall. Gets it to Dubroy. Dubroy out front. The puck sitting in Boivin's crease and is down the ice. This is the most dangerous Powassan's power play has looked all game.
They've strung together several good shifts in a row here, Courtney. It's encouraging for sure.
12 minutes gone here in this third period. Less than a minute left on the man advantage. McLean to Shields. Shields sends it in. And the puck flutters in, but it's kept in by Powassan. However, it's deemed offside by the linesman. So the faceoff will come out. And we'll get the stoppage here with 7:56 left in this third period.
Elsewhere, and barring a last minute, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and call it. Under 4 minutes left in Sudbury. The Sudbury Cubs are up 5-1 on the Blind River Beavers. So they will take game 3 and go up 2-1 in that series.
Battle on the far side. Shields out front. Good chance for Powassan, as it just couldn't quite get it on the net. Tucker Shields has set up a lot of great plays in this game too. Battling on the near side, half wall. As we're back to 5-on-5. Voodoos once again going over on the power play, but looking increasingly more dangerous on that option.
At least that looked like a power play, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, Ricci in his own zone, or rather Rotundo, sends the puck down. That will go for icing as that missed everyone. So we'll get another offensive zone draw here for Timmins.
Well, if you're a baseball fan, if you're a Jays fan, Jays playing their home opener tonight against the Seattle Mariners. They're up 4-0 halfway through the 5th inning there in Toronto. So some positivity there.
I think they were up 8-0 at one point though against them in the playoffs late in the game. I'm not saying it's over until it's over. Puck rolls in on Gordon and he stops that one.
Jose Barrios getting the start for the Blue Jays tonight, and got the opening day start too. He's kind of their de facto ace while Kevin Gosman kind of gets back to
health,
his normal self,
Romanuk and Rotundo, the two former teammates, mixing it up, both going into the box now. That'll actually bring us to our mid-period break, so we'll go to a quick commercial here, and we'll come back and talk more hockey, apparently. So we'll be back on the other side of this.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Average Joe's Eatery. Average Joe's, where we want your experience here to be a happy one. 3501 Trout Lake Road.
As we welcome you back inside the Powassan Sportsplex, it's 6-1 on the scoreboard for Timmins. It's 1-0 this period for Powassan, though, however. We were just talking about the Blue Jays. You mentioned Jose Barrios, the de facto ace. I happen to have the misfortune, or fortune, depending on how you look at it, of being there at the first home opener after the pandemic, in which Barrios lasted a third. I was so mad because I had tickets for 2020. Got canceled, obviously.
Yep.
And then I waited, and then I finally bought tickets again. And I went down there. Usually I don't go to the washroom during the middle of the inning. I got up. I was like, this is stupid. I've waited all this time. And then in my memories the other day, actually yesterday, was a Teoscar Hernandez home run where he tied up the game at that same game.
Right.
And then Lourdes Gurriel made the big catch in the 9th inning. And I was like, less than a calendar year later, both those guys are gone.
Yeah. Barrios, so that was a knock on him. He had a great season last year, unbelievable year. But prior to that, it was kind of the thing with Barrios is where you're going to get a really great start out of him, or you're going to just get a stinker.
And that was quite the stinker, that home opener.
Oh.
I tell you, man, it was not pretty. Nyman coming in, takes a shot blocked by the Voodoos, battling on the near side. Lemke. Svarich with it. Svarich turns it back around behind the net. That's Wraith, Smith, and Clark battling for it. Clark has all over Smith's stick, and that'll go for holding the stick against Terry Clark. Now Powassan will get another chance on the man advantage here. Later that season, for whatever reason, the Jays had a doubleheader in the game at the Rogers Center.
Yep.
I got tickets to both those. They got outscored 17-5 in those two games, and they lost both those games.
That's fun to watch.
However, Charlie Montoya was not theirs. That was the day that the first base coach, Mark, I can't remember his name right now, but his daughter passed away that day.
Oh, yes, that's right.
So he wasn't there, and then a week later he got fired anyways.
Right.
It was pretty bad.
What a week for him.
I remember sitting there, and Bradley Zimmer came up to the plate. I was like, well, this guy has no power. He hits a bomb. Solo shot. I was like, oh, okay, great. 4-on-3 for Powassan. Alex Case to McLean at the near side. Took a shot. Rive looked for the tip, couldn't quite get it to go. As now Patrick on the near side, far side half wall has the puck, sends it out front. McLean isn't able to keep it in as he just collects it and goes back into the neutral zone. Now Patrick to Case. Case, far side for McLean. McLean to Patrick. Patrick takes a shot, gloved out of the air by Boivin. And a big save there by the goaltender. He's had an absolutely fantastic game.
And gets a pat on his head from his defender there. I don't know, honestly, how Boivin even saw that puck. There were about 4 bodies, a couple of Timmins players, a couple of Powassan players in front of him, and somehow he reached out his left hand and snatched that puck out of the air.
Shields coming in for the draw on the near side. Out there with, I believe, Caleb Dawson and Lemke and Ricci. Lemke takes a shot off a body, and that one stopped by Boivin. Sent down the ice, no. As it just gets to the red line, as Lemke was able to get a piece of that. Lemke up for Shields. Shields now going in on the near side, goes for a skate behind the net. Sends it back to Lemke at the point. Lemke for Ricci. Ricci with the shot. And that one's off the glass and out of the zone. Lemke now into the neutral zone. Had to wait for Dawson to tag up as he carries the puck in. Leaves it back for Ricci. Ricci was looking for Dawson to tip that one in. And the puck comes back to Ricci. Back to Shields. Shields takes a shot, stopped by Boivin. Dawson in there creating havoc. But the puck is knocked down the ice by Timmins. And is in on Gordon, who gets up quickly. Look to take the pass down as now it's 5-on-4 for the next less than a minute. 5 minutes left here in this game. Left behind the net now for McElhaney. McElhaney who nearly overskated the puck. But now he takes it from his own zone. McElhaney knocks it in, but not very far. Timmins trying to do their best to knock it out. Near side to Case. In for Thompson. Thompson lost the handle on it now. And the puck back down for Gordon.
Timmins does such a good job of barring up that blue line and just not letting the Voodoos gain entry very easily to the offensive zone.
Clark back on the ice as we're back to 5-on-5. Puck out front for Beard. Beard threw that one behind the net. Now near side again for McElhaney. McElhaney in behind the net for McLean. 4:20 here left in the third period. 6-1 Timmins leads. Game 6 set to go Saturday. Game 5 as Clark walks in. Clark takes a shot, stopped by Gordon. It's in the back of the net. As now it's 7-1 Timmins. How many goals tonight has a Voodoos goalie gotten? 98% of it.
Yeah. Again, that was, almost caught by Gordon, and it just somehow
Harry Clark
had enough power on it to go through the glove and into the back of the net.
Harry Clark with his 8th of the postseason.
As the fans start to file out here in Powassan.
Another news, Austin Matthews got a 65th.
Yeah, the Leafs are up 2-1 in the third on Pittsburgh.
That's good news.
Pittsburgh, of course, coming on strong late, trying to make the playoffs here after looking like out of it most of the year.
Yeah. I really don't want them to, just as a big middle finger to Kyle Dubas. Don't like that guy anymore. I used to be the biggest Kyle Dubas defender.
Oh, I love Kyle Dubas.
No, after the way he left Toronto, I was just like, no. I mean, I get it. He was technically fired,
He
but
was
like
pushed out.
The whole, I'm not going to just find another, and they immediately, he had that job lined up long before he left Toronto. Kelly. From the second that Burke and, that's offside, Anderson and Kelly. From the second as now we're going to get some pushing and shoving after the whistle with Dubroy and Armitage.
See, I took that as Dubas saying he didn't want to leave Toronto. Not so much that he wasn't going to leave Toronto, but he didn't want to leave Toronto, and they kind of pushed him out. So he's, I'll take my talents elsewhere.
Yeah, but I feel like that job was lined up as Dubroy's just going to be shown the gate.
Early showers for Dubroy, yeah.
I feel like that the second that Burke and Hextall were fired, Dubas had that lined up, and he was using it as leverage against the Leafs, and I feel like that's why Shanahan at that point was like, because it was so weird.
There might have been some talks, but I think it came together pretty quickly.
Yeah, but it was just so weird the way that all happened with Shanahan.
Yeah.
Where he was just like, I slept on it, woke up, got to the office, and then I fired him. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's just a really
Based
weird.
on the statement that Kyle made to the public, seemed to
I don't know if I
change
want to be
Shanahan's
general manager.
mind on the way to the office, yeah.
Guaranteed, if Keefe gets fired from Toronto, You'll see Mike Sullivan fired and Keefe will get hired in Pittsburgh. Beard takes another chance, kicked aside by Gordon. Now on the near side, Gordon with a big save there. Puck stays in somehow. 3 minutes left. Ricci. Lost it to Beard. Now Lowe has it on the far side. Lowe turns around, sends it in front of the net. Gordon tried to corral it, but he couldn't. Now Reinard back in for Beard. Out front, Reinard with a chance, throws that one well over the net, and it's off the back of the net, off the glass. Lowe, back to the point again. Turned aside by the Voodoos and out of play. 7-1, Timmins leads. It's a 1-1 game in the third period, though.
Well, the one positive I think we can probably take away from this game, Courtney, is, you're not feeling great. You've been kind of battling some illness, and most of this game has been pretty easy on you and your vocal cords.
That's true. That's true. I'll take it. I'm going to not talk for the next 2-3 days.
All right, Cassie, you're in. You're doing play-by-play for the next 2 minutes, 40 seconds.
Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. Today, according to Sean Fogarty.
Yeah.
Rotundo with the puck. Gets in deep into Timmins territory. Game 5 going Thursday up in Timmins at the MAC. Game 6 will go here in Powassan, as we're going to get a late penalty here against Timmins.
Parade to the penalty box continues here, even with 2 minutes left in this one-sided affair.
No, maybe it's Rotundo going. I'm unsure. As they say, let's do that hockey.
Let's do that hockey. He's skating off with a guilty look on his face. Oh, it might be Patrick.
No, Rotundo's being shown the gate too.
Oh, yeah.
So Russo. No, sorry. 2:17 left here in this third period. Shots on goal, 40-36 in favor of Timmins.
A few of the refs that remain here in the stands here in Powassan telling the refs on the ice that how they feel about that call.
Yep. Excuse me. Well, the Timmins faithful who made the trip definitely got their money's worth.
Definitely.
Getting 2 wins here in Powassan. So now Powassan will have to kill off this penalty.
It's been a nice little vacation for them. South, 4 hours south here.
Tropical down here,
yeah.
probably.
Straight balmy.
It's 15 degrees today while we were out watching the eclipse.
Mm-hmm.
Case with the puck. Carries it out of his own zone. Goes around. Can't quite get any shot on net, though. Buck 30 left on the clock here in this one. Timmins, I'm going to say barring a miracle, going to skate away with a Game 4 victory. They've tied the series 2 games apiece.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yes, Jim Carrey, yes I am. Apparently he's coming out of retirement just to do Sonic the Hedgehog 3. So he lied to us.
He's retired?
Yeah, he said he was done with acting.
What?
And now we're going to get another penalty against the Voodoos. Slashing.
Odd choice to come out of retirement for.
Oh,
animated.
Everyone seems to love his Dr. Robotnik, though.
He does a phenomenal job as Dr. Robotnik for sure. But you'd think he'd want some sort of epic film to be the one he comes out of retirement for.
Bruce Almighty, too.
Yeah.
All the Almighty.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, too.
Yes, man, too. Cool. Near side, back to Lowe, back to Sefton, back for Poole. Poole goes cross ice. Good read there by Russo, blocks that one.
Yeah, fantastic defensive effort to knock that pass down with a skate and then corral it, spin, fire it out.
And we're back into the final minute here of this third period of game number 4. Again, game 5 in Timmins on Thursday. As Sefton just content just to roll out the clock here.
And I think Powassan's content to let him.
Yeah.
No one's even on the other side of the red line.
30 seconds left on the clock. Game 6 will go here Saturday.
3 Powassan players on the ice, and they're all standing in the neutral zone just watching the clock tick.
Yep.
So we will have a game 6 back here Saturday.
Yep.
I believe you'll be on the call for that one as well.
Yeah, as long as my voice holds out.
I think you might have Harrison doing color that night, so that'll be good.
No, Ben Long.
Oh, Ben Long, that's right.
Yeah. Well, we're one penalty's dead. And the game is dead. So that'll do it here. Timmins skates away with a 7-1 victory. Powassan came into the home games up 2-0. They leave the home games down or tied 2-2.
What an opportunity squandered. And just outclassed here tonight. That's in all aspects, offensively, defensively, goaltending, just outclassed by Timmins.
Credit where credit's due. Timmins came into Powassan. We're the better team.
However,
they've scored also 11 of the last 10 goals in the series.
Yeah.
Or no, that doesn't make any sense.
10 of the last 11. I knew what you meant.
Technically, 11 of the last 12.
Right.
Is what I'm trying to say.
But
math is hard.
The good news for Powassan is that the road team has won every game this series, and if it goes the distance, 3 games left in this series, 2 of them are on the road for Powassan. So.
Yeah, they've gone into the MAC. They've won games in the MAC.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be too sad about that. Patrick Boivin having a great game here as we got to our 3 stars here. Number 3, Patrick Boivin. Number 2, Harry Clark. And number 19, Brent Romanuk, the first star of the game for Timmins. So those are our 3 stars of the game. I don't really have much left to say, Brad.
Yeah, I mean, what else can you say? We've said it. Not the effort we expected to see, not the effort you want to see, but it's a new series. It's best of 3, and things can change on a dime. And
yep.
Puck drops on Thursday, and anything can happen.
Yep. Well, with that being said, huge thanks to Mike Brown, our camera operator, Cassie for setting up the broadcast, our intern, Brad for joining me on color, Harrison doing his best with socials as much as he can when there's not really much anything exciting to do. Yeah, that'll do it here. We'll be back in action on Saturday for the game number 6 of this series. Powassan, game 5 in Timmins. And somebody will be on the brink of elimination in game 6. Should be a fun one here from the Sportsplex. Anyways, that'll do it here. I'm Courtney Kenny. As always, keep your eye on the front line.
Why is Northern Honda servicing more cars of all makes and models? Let's count the ways. 1. Our state-of-the-art facility has award-winning technicians. 2. Northern Honda has the lowest tire price guarantee, no matter what you drive. 3. The lowest synthetic oil change guarantee, and every 5th oil change is free for all makes and models. Plus, new Honda buyers get brake pads for life. See the service difference at Northern Honda, 1250 Seymour beside Home Depot.
Community engagement is one of our core focuses at McDonald's. The key is finding the right people who are passionate about the same things we are, helping kids be kids. McDonald's proudly supports local organizations such as the North Bay Regional Health Center Foundation, Big Brothers Big Sisters, One Kids Place, the Children's Aid Society, and Ronald McDonald House Charities. Stop by McDonald's on 1500 Fisher Street, North Bay to see how we can serve you and the community every day.